Let's proceed to question number 7. Diagram 7 shows the position of chicken cage and goat barn drawn on a Cartesian plane. So this is the goat barn and this is the position for chicken cage. Right, so let's read the instruction of the question. Ahmad wants to build a fence. Where is a fence? We don't know. Around the goat barn. Find the equation of the fence. Equation of the fence. If the distance, the fence is unknown location, so it's a moving point. The fence distance to be built from the chicken cage. Chicken cage, so is FC. Is twice. Twice means 2 times. Is distance is here refer to the fence. The fence to the goat barn. So firstly, we need to write the equation of the distance in terms of the ratio. Then let's list out the point. We have the point F is unknown point. Chicken cage is -2, 1. And then the goat barn was given 4, 3. After we list down the 3 points on the straight line, easy for us to use the distance formula, right? Please follow the step. So we know that the distance formula is always come with a square root like this, right? Now we are going to substitute carefully. Always use the x minus and minus become positive, right? The formula for distance is x1 minus x2, y1 minus y1 minus y2, so y minus 1 square. Then here will be x minus 4 square plus y minus 3 square. How to simplify this is we must squaring both sides like this, squaring both sides. The moment we square, the square root will be cancel out, so we will expand after we cancel out the square root. Remember this 2, it should be 2 square, which is 4. And remember this bracket, because the 4 here is belong to x minus 4 square and also belongs to y minus 3 square. Okay, so the bracket is very important. Now, firstly, we have the distance x plus 2 square plus y minus 1 square equal to 2, and then here x minus 4 square plus y minus 3 square. Now we need to squaring both sides, so it become x plus 2 square plus y minus 1 square equal to, don't forget this is 4, and don't forget the bracket, because x minus 4 square and y minus 3 square must be multiplied by 4. So then we will expand carefully and must be fast and accurate so that you won't get the wrong answer, right? So we use the expansion of the quadratic function like this. This is 9. Now we will simplify this thing. 32x plus 64 plus 4y square minus 24y plus 36. This is 36. Okay, plus 4y square minus 24y plus 36. So now we will simplify to the simplest form. So let's see how to do. Okay, let me circle the right term, so we shift to the right everything. 3x squared, we focus to the square first, highest power, 4y squared minus y squared, 3y squared, and then we focus to the x, negative 32 minus 4, negative 36x, and then we focus to y, negative 24 plus 2, negative 22y. Here is the number is 64, and then plus with the 36, 100 minus 5 will be plus 95 equal to 0. So this is the equation of the locus. Can it be simplified further? I don't think so. We can't divide further. So this is the simplest form, the locus equation. Now for part B, what the question asks, if x-axis is the river, x-axis is the river of the area, will the built fence be able to build perfectly? Show your calculation. So this is a goat barn, so the fence can be like this. The first case, whereby it does not touches the river. The river is the x-axis. This is a river, right? River with the water, x-axis here. Okay, so now we can also have the locus equation like this, whereby it cut the river at the two places, or it can happen like this, whereby the fan built touches the river at one point. So now you're asking to determine whether which scenario is it belongs to red one, or the purple one, or the blue one. If it is belongs to red one and the purple one, that means the fence cannot be built. If it is belongs to blue one, that means the fence can be built because it does not across the river. So because on the x-axis here, this point and this point, every point on the x-axis, the coordinate of the y is 0. So when we see on the x-axis, we will let y 0 for the locus equation. So our locus equation, we will substitute 0 here, we will substitute 0 here, so it will 0 off. Finally, the locus equation becomes 3x squared minus 36x plus 95 equal to 0. Now, we want to know whether this quadratic equation touches or cut or does not intersect with the x-axis. So what we need to do is, we need to let y 0 first, then we need to use a b squared minus 4ac to determine the type of the roots. If we are getting b squared minus 4ac, which is positive, more than 0, meaning that it will intersect. Okay? If we are getting equal to 0, that means it will touches the x-axis at one point. If it is negative, that means it does not touch the x-axis. So if you press your calculator, you will get a value which is greater than 0. That means the b squared minus 4ac is positive. Hence the conclusion is the fence cannot be built perfectly. Okay? Because it intersect, not touches, it intersect. It touches. Sorry, this is not the right term, because it intersect. Touches is only for one point. It intersect the x-axis at 2 points. because it intersect, use the right terms, write the intersect the x-axis at two different points. The b squared minus 4ac more than 0 to support our justification. So that's all my sharing about the equation of the locus touches the x-axis. Conclusion is we must let y 0, then we use a b squared minus 4ac. If b squared minus 4ac equal to 0, meaning that it touches the x-axis. If b squared minus 4ac meaning that it more than 0, it means that it intersects at two different points. If b squared minus 4ac less than 0, meaning that it does not intersect. So for the case whereby b squared minus 4ac more than 0 or equal to 0, the fence cannot be built perfectly because it will either, if equal to 0, it will touch. If more than 0, it will be intersect the x-axis. But the x-axis is a river. So how to build the fence on the river? Right? You just imagine that it's impossible, right? That's all my sharing on locus equation. Till then, bye bye and have a nice day.